What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, which is gonna be rather interesting to say the very least, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows? Excuse me, who knows? Maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, the possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year, which is obviously this B-Cop from the Underworld. This looks absolutely beautiful, you guys. Move up my chair. Obviously with all of the new dark-based decks that are going to be coming out into the format, this card is definitely worth picking up because this card is just absolutely insane. The effect is actually kind of cracked, especially in dark-based decks such as Yu-Gi-Oh. So definitely pick yourself up a few copies before they sell out. Whether it's Troll and Toad or TCG. But as for me, I'm getting my copy graded, but I never really came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. Excuse me. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have yet to subscribe, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, excuse me, as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is sort of today's video, but the question of the day is this: Would you guys like to see the Hardy Boys make their way back to WWE after being gone from WWE for almost 5 years? Let me know down in the comments below. And pretty much that's exactly what we are going to be talking about today, is the fact that we just found out that Matt Hardy is a free agent, and he's gonna let his contract with AEW supposedly expire. Now it is interesting to note that we found out that or rather it was reported previously that his deal with AEW, again, I don't watch AEW. This is from what I've seen on social media, but his deal with AEW actually it had actually expired last month, back in March, and and he even also talked about how he was in talks about signing a new deal with AEW. However, he has decided to weigh all of his options before deciding what was next for his career, and ironically enough, Fightful Select actually reported saying that his deal with AEW had been extended for another few weeks, which would expire right after WrestleMania, which there's no word on why though. However, there has been a lot of theories, if you will, but it is also to note that there was no that he even also suffered a horrendous concussion at one of AEW's big shows called All Out back in 2020, and he even continued to appear on TV even after that, and now we know that his deal has expired. He's no longer with AEW. However, Fightful also added has also added how Matt had told those close to him that he would allow his contract to expire after deciding to not sign the extension offer that AEW had made. So obviously he did not go for the extension. He ended up just letting his contract lapse. Obviously, we know that it doesn't rule out the fact that he could re-sign with them at some point down the road. However, for now, he is no longer with AEW. And we also found out that supposedly Jeff Hardy is actually dealing with an injury for some reason, and I guess his contract has froze. I guess I don't know what the hell's going on, but honestly, I like the idea that that we could potentially see Matt Hardy back in WWE, because if you think about it, when both Matt and Jeff Hardy came back to WWE all the way back in 2017, I think it was. What was it, at WrestleMania? Even when Jeff Hardy was sidelined with an injury, Matt was using Jeff's theme song, and it wasn't until after he started the whole Woken, character, that he ended up getting his own music, and he even also aligned himself with Bray Wyatt, rest his soul. And obviously there are so many options for Matt Hardy, and one of them is obviously a potential return, not just to TNA, but also to WWE as well. And given the fact that we're now in the Paul Levesque era of WWE in professional wrestling, one could assume that we might see Matt Hardy back in WWE, and it's very possible, but we don't really know for sure. We don't know if it's actually going to happen. But I will say though, it is interesting because you look at Matt Hardy's accomplishments in WWE, it's absolutely insane. European champion, Intercontinental champion, United States champion, ECW champion, literally 7-time, 8-time, 9-time tag team champion, which is absolutely insane. Obviously he's had a lot of run-ins with the Money in the Bank briefcase. He had competed in one, two, like 3 or 4 Money in the Bank ladder matches throughout his career. So it would be interesting, but I will say this. I think no matter where Matt Hardy goes, I can guarantee you that promotion is gonna be talked about for weeks on end, maybe even months for all we know, because Matt Hardy is one of the most iconic professional wrestlers in professional wrestling. Not just because of his time with WWE, but also just with the fact that his time with TNA was absolutely spectacular. Having the whole broken, Matt Hardy bullshit. Having his wife, Rebby Sky, I think was her name, on TV. Becoming a multi-time TNA tag team champion, and all that shit. So it would be interesting, but I think he would be best suited to come back to be back in WWE, mainly because of the fact that there's a lot of guys on, not just on Raw and SmackDown, but also on NXT that we could see Matt Hardy face off against. Guys like Cody Rhodes, guys like Drew McIntyre, main event Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, guys like who else can I think of? Guys like Grayson Waller and Austin Theory and Dijak and Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. There's a lot of guys that Matt Hardy could wrestle against at some point down the road if he got signed with WWE. But that being said, I don't really know how he would. I don't know if how Matt Hardy would fare against the younger generation of talent in WWE. However, I can say that there are others that we could see him face off against at some point down the road, including both Seth freaking Rollins and Roman Reigns, even though both had lost their titles this past Sunday at WrestleMania on Sunday. Not only to Damian Priest, and not just to Damian Priest, but also to Cody Rhodes as well. So congrats to both. But I mean, it's possible, but we don't. But as far as Jeff Hardy goes, I don't know if we'll see him back in WWE at some point. But if Matt Hardy does come back to WWE, I would love for Matt Hardy to use his old theme song from 2005, 2006, 2007, that era of WWE. I would love to hear that entrance music again. Excuse me, because that basically that simplified Matt Hardy right there. It was just absolutely incredible. So I would love to see Matt Hardy back in WWE. I know that a lot of you guys would love to see Matt Hardy back in WWE, but we'll just have to wait and see. However, I will say though, I will say if he does come back, I can almost guarantee that this run for Matt Hardy is probably gonna be his last, because given his career and given how many injuries he's had, including that wildly devastating injury that he suffered years ago on SmackDown from Drew McIntyre, I can almost guarantee that this is gonna be the last years of Matt Hardy, and he deserves the flowers. He deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame. Let's see. But the only way that Matt Hardy would sign back with WWE is if us as the fans reached out on social media and said, hey, Triple H, sign Matt Hardy back into WWE. Give him his flowers in the Hall of Fame. What's up? So it will be interesting to say the very least. But what are your guys' thoughts on what are your guys' thoughts on this whole thing, and should Matt Hardy sign with WWE again? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.